felt brains power slow. Only tips when I first saw you, I click on the stream, and the intro started standing there in the Glaze State game chair. See the light, see the sway in the ball wash. See you make your way through the subs. Since let's go, little did I know that you're reminding me of Howard and John Rambo. And my chats to stay away from them. And Cal was crying on the staircase, begging me, please don't go. And I said, baby Ashton, and Andy called me. I was dreaming, all that's left to do is beg. They just said to, ooh, get out of my comfort zone. It's a resurgence, it's time come for these detractors' heads. Switch over, kick, and I pick the viewers against the ones on YouTube. They say that you make fun of me, and I say they're just rising. Then they get told that you were reminding me of Howard and John Rambo, and my chats to stay away from them. And Jay was crying in his chair, begging me, please don't go. And I said, baby Ashton, and Andy got me alone. I was dreaming, all that's left to do is beg. They just said to, ooh, get out of my comfort zone. It's a resurgence, it's time come for this detractor's heads.
Just a salty lover, seething cold and steering me, salty lover, because I get money left. Just a salty lover, obsessed over things no one cares about, salty lover. People like me in a smooth sailing from here on out. Your cope is much appreciated for the laughs, and I missed you after the stream, so the streak is back on track. Heading these doors, so you angry at me, cause I'm eating the Whopper instead of a Krabby Patty. Today you pay, stay till 2K. You upset, I unhinge my jaw like a snake. Woo! You're just a salty lover, seething cope and steaming there, salty lover. Because I get money left, just a salty lover. Obsessed over things no one cares about, salty lover. People like me in a smooth sail from here on out. Make a little money, trolls make fun of me, watching my pockets fall, pluggers say they love me, was in the hot seat, but they couldn't cook me, now they threaten me, just gone, wanna eat some cookies, you want it, what do you want, they're all unhinged, crazy, mentally deranged, all because I asked my chat for a little bit of change, woo, you're just a salty lover. See the cope and steaming there, salty lover. Because I get money left, just a salty lover. Obsessed over things no one cares about, salty lover. People like me in a smooth sail from here on out. Streaming, the cops need to be double stuffed. So I need you some more place to step up. Now they flood my chat all on kick. Trolling and saying disgusting shit. They all can't contain their reactions. Because my business is undergoing expansion. They complain because I hit the goal 7 days straight. Got a reward that was stuff in my face. You're just a salty lover. See the cope and steaming there, salty lover.
Good morning, everyone.
Because I get money left, just a salty lover.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Cares about salty lover. People like me in a smooth sail.
What's blooming, y'all? It's your boy Shinko, Fleur. Welcome back to another edition of the Glaze State, where we load up the Level 1 podcast and watch Phil do the same shit over and over today. I apologize in advance because the filters they quit halfway. I don't know what the hell happened. I try to make it work. I try to get it to do the whole I try to do the whole video and it just wouldn't work. I don't know what it is. I try to look it up on CapCut to resolve the issue. I'm getting all these different solutions. None of them seems to be working. I got to reach out to CapCut support to see what the issue is, but they don't start till the support center is not open till 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that means 1 p.m. my time. And I'm too busy to be talking to people and shit. So you're going to hear the voice for a little bit and then it's just going to go back to regular. I'm sorry. About this particular Level 1 podcast, I want people to understand what it is that I'm going to be talking about with Phil. The thing is, I'm not going to be discussing anything political with Phil because Phil is not a person he's not a person capable of independent thought. So whatever he's going to be talking about is going to be directly parroted from Twitter. So therefore, I cannot respond to it because I can't have an actual critique or an actual, I don't know, a rebuttal because these are not his thoughts. So, and I want people also to have that in mind. Like, you know, when Phil starts talking about something political, it's not something to take into account because he doesn't think about this stuff. He's just saying it for the favor of people going to his channel, for the sake of people looking at his videos, for the sake of people engaging with him just so he can bump up metrics. And that's what it's always been about. All right, DSP, exactly, Joshua. DSP is NPC. So I don't want people to basically have a reaction to what Phil says because, again, at the end of the day, he doesn't mean it. He doesn't think about it. He doesn't believe it. He will not back it up. Okay, so It's nothing like I don't want to see that coming down the line. Like I don't want Phil says something and then you got people saying, oh yeah, you know, like yeah, Phil's base, and like no, he doesn't think about that shit, because as soon as the tide changes, he's gonna change with it. And I don't believe in people like that. And that's a grifter. That's a grifter. So that's the focus of DSP politics. The focus of DSP politics, I mean, the focus on us focusing on DSP politics is the fact that it's purely a grift. It's purely for show. He doesn't mean any of this shit. And when it comes time for him to basically back it up, he will not. All right? So that's it. That's it. All right, so before we get started, I want to say what's up to everybody, because that's just what we do here. What's up, Tractor, Goose, Vicious, Extra Galactic Girl, Luna Guardian, Sizzy Mac, Mr. Extravagant, Queen of Games, Dubmatic, Titanium X5, Chud Goo, what's up, Antony, Johnny 5, Fort Worth Rays, Roach Bait, what's good, baby? How we doing? Let's see, Senor Silverio, what's up, baby? How we doing? Joshua, I see you, baby. How we doing? Hellrel, what's up, baby? How we doing? All right, so let's just get into it, because like I said, I just want to like laugh at Phil for just being this like just going full grift mode for no fucking reason. All right, so let's go. Let's get into it. So like I said, I apologize for the lack of filters. It just wouldn't process.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, we should be good.
Something feels a little different today. Well, no. Wonder what it could possibly be. Wonder what maybe could have happened.
All right, it's an echo, sorry.
Things would seem a little different. I don't know.
There we go.
Nothing important, I'm sure. There's
Gordon,
no way
what's
that
up,
something
baby?
actually like monumental could have possibly happened in the last 24 hours.
It's echoing. I'm good.
That we would want to talk about here today.
All right, we're good.
Right? Yeah, I hope that you guys are ready for a different kind of show. All right, admittedly, today we will talk about our normal topics. In fact, I have an update on the PS5 Pro.
You know, it's crazy. It's funny how like the most effort he puts into his streams is in that fucking light bright. Like how quickly did like that, like is it wireless? Like is it like a Bluetooth thing? Like is it connected to Wi-Fi? And he just like transmits the photos, cuz like that's one thing he gets. He has like those shits at the ready. Like the fuck. I mean, I'll salute you for that.
Okay, and a couple other things. But let's be very honest here. Today we have one major topic: the results of the elections last night, and most notably the U.S. presidential election. The results of which are going to change a lot of stuff.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So the election, it's gonna change a lot of stuff. It's big stuff. Things aren't gonna be the same as they used to be. All right. So expect a whole lot of things to be different. Like, come on, man.
And today, I'm going to talk about a topic that we've talked about on and off for years. I think it's finally time.
Why? What's the purpose of the guy riding the rocket? That's pretty gay, guy. I mean, you do avoid girls, so okay, you know, it makes sense.
Stick around, because today, the major topic of discussion right here is hashtag DS Politics. I will see you in a sec for our very interesting episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls.
I'm getting metal tax. I love you like it's the same sex. Please I look for the exits when I see a pair of fresh tits. The jiggling give me that ick. Not like when I look at dick. I light up like glow sticks.
Dudes got tons of female friends. As you can see, I stay far away from them. I'm the league of heterosexual men. Just get rocked off and crush chips. I'm not like these simps. Drive with verses, think about ending without shirt.
Also, don't forget I have a wife. I just choose to spend time with her.
I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. 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 Now hit it.
Alrighty everyone, good morning and welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of November 2024. For some, today is literally the worst case scenario. Absolute over the top, destroyed, cooked, were all over Apocalyptic
So
Day.
there was
the worst
okay.
day ever.
I'm glad you guys like that one because this is the other one I had. I had another one put up, but I didn't think it hit as good. Hold on, let's see. Here we go. Let me see. Is it this one? I think it's this. Is it this one? Hold on. I did an extension. Hold on. I think it's this one. Hold on.
I'm not gay, cause I don't like girls. 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 Now hit it. I'm getting mad over tech up, I be locking the same thing. I look for the essence when I see a bad fresh stick. The chicken to give me the ick, not like when I look at dick, I light up like glow sticks. Gay dudes have tons of female friends. As you can see, I stay far away from them. I'm in the league of heterosexual men. I just get rock hard when I cross the gym. I'm not like these simp, try with the thirst. I just think about Andy without a shirt. Also, don't forget I have a wife. I just tune in to spend time with her at night.
So there's that one. There's that one. There's that one. Not mature enough. Okay, I like. All right. So we'll stick with the first one. We'll stick with the first one. We'll stick with the first one. The first one, I feel like the first one was aggressively zesty. So we'll stick with the first one.
Or for others, today is a day of grand celebration. There's dancing in the streets, rejoicing. Champagne bottles are being popped. People are backflipping in delight.
Yes, Phil. People are happy that their presidential candidate has won.
Right? It's amazing how people have completely polarized, particularly here in the United States, because last night.
All right, so this whole pre-stream is gonna be like like the best the best way I could explain it. It's a combination of like a surprise announcement of a AAA game and an announcement of opening DSP Reacts. Like, you know, like, oh my God. So people were in their seats, you know, they were just shitting themselves. They were backflipping because, you know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out tomorrow. Everyone is excited and everyone is talking and, you know, just people are just like ripping their hair out. Like, this is just like if something like you could replace this with anything else that has happened in the world and you'll get the same exact verbiage.
Donald Trump retook United States presidency.
GTA 6 will be released this December.
This has been the most unlikely whirlwind.
No one has expected this to happen because there's so much, you know, there was so much secrecy, so many delays, so many, you know, so much pushback, you know, the thing with the Florida Joker, man, like who could have seen this happening?
8 years? Like, I never.
It's been in development for 16 years or whatever.
First of all, to be honest, I never thought Donald Trump would have got elected to begin with. 8 years.
I would have never thought that we would have gotten GTA 6 right now. Like, I just so close.
But then again, they did put him against Hillary Clinton.
And again, you know, so they had the actors come in, and then, you know, they had that whole woke business where, you know, that since they saw that the protagonist was going to be a woman, you know.
I think Iraq would have beaten Hillary Clinton, so, I mean, it wasn't...
You know, you would have been expecting like an overweight black chick with a mohawk.
That hard of a task. And then, you know, 4 years ago, with what was going on with COVID at the time, and
you know, with COVID, you know that thing is making games harder to make because of, you know, restrictions and things of that nature. Like, bro, it's just, yo, you could just swap out the topics and it's the same shit.
Everything was in a weird place. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of a weird thing that happened, that Trump lost to Biden, but now here we are, and Trump is back, and
Yeah, like, I love how, like, okay, this just shows how much of a pussy you are, DSP, when it comes to this politics shit, because you can see, like, the joy in his face for him to just say Trump. Like, there was nothing wrong with you saying Trump. Like you act like like you're that scared to talk about fucking politics.
man, the reaction is insane. And by the way, it's not only that Trump is back, it's that the entire U.S. government just got overtaken by the Republican Party. The Senate, the House of Representatives, and the presidency, and honestly, the Supreme Court are
And newsflash, you beg. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
all now going to be controlled by a majority of Republican lawmakers and politicians.
Hey, sir, how you
And
doing, baby?
that is crazy. Last time Trump was in office, it was the opposite, where it was he
It's
was
crazy.
the president, but all other branches were kind of against him.
Listen, what's crazy for me is just this is literally the same shit you would see on the right side of your Twitter page. Oh, like when you go to the trending tab. You know when you go to the trending tab and you'll have one or two like articles that pop up? Like he's repeating those articles.
So it was very hard to make stuff work. So holy crap, right? Holy crap.
I mean, no, don't sit there sounding like a fucking Midwestern woman. Like, tell us why. Why are you reacting to it in such a way? Why is it so monumental? I want your words, DSP. I don't want, and the chat knows. The chat, they're aware. They're more aware than you are. I want your take on it. Why is this such an amazing thing? Give us your input. Give us your 2 cents. I know you don't like giving money, but at least you can do 2 cents.
It's just nuts. And we're going to talk about this today a bit. But notably, rather than talk about the political aspect of it and giving you my opinions on it, instead I'm going to approach this from a different angle. All right? Because as you know, I'm not a political content creator. Yeah. And this is something that we have discussed for many, many years. That the possibility.
Do it. Come on.
Tongue-tied.
Come on. No. Just say the quiet part out loud. Come on. I'm waiting for it.
The possibility that as I get older, these are going to be topics that people are going to want to hear me discuss.
Yeah, come on.
Because it's not just about fun and games anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's about life. It's about politics and family, all kinds of stuff going on.
That's right.
It's very different than it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Come on, Phil.
So, especially now, in the last few months, how dramatically my life has changed. If you guys really don't understand, I went from being the absolute whipping boy.
Come
the
on,
internet.
Phil.
Every word out of my mouth was ignored or treated like a joke. I was derided, I was slandered, I was defamed, I was treated like human dirt.
Yes. Come
and
on.
it was like that for the greater part of 10 years.
Uh-huh.
But
Let's go.
things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Things have flipped in the last 3 months, August, September, and October. There's people who actually care, people who listen, people who previously would have just stood there and said, who cares? And now they're like, wait,
I love
what did
this
they
shit.
say? Oh, interesting.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
with that being said, and of course also with me now streaming on Kick,
Mm-hmm.
because right now I have a co-audience. We have people watching me on YouTube right now, but we also have an audience on Kick, and the audiences are a little different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on Kick, a lot
Yeah.
more people are tuned in for
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like politics, while on YouTube, yeah, you gotta kind of be a little careful about what you say. You know, you can't go too crazy. So, Maya, I mean, what a world! Who would have predicted? Look, I mean, this is just insane. We gotta really put this into perspective right now. Are you ready for this, everyone? Who would have predicted that in the second half of 2024, I would essentially contact people who have been making fun of me?
I'm gonna cut you off right there because I play this game with you, Phil, right? I think you guys know this game that I play, where I give you the benefit of the doubt, where I lower the bar for you to see if you will still disappoint me. And it's like with 99.9% accuracy, you still fucking disappoint me. I was giving you I was gonna moan and groan at your next statement after who would have thought. But I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. where you were gonna go, oh, who would have thought Trump would have won, or who would have thought that the Republicans, you know, got the House. And no, you fucking disappoint me yet again by bringing that shit right back to you. I was seriously thought he was gonna say something political. No, we're talking about how people all of a sudden like you again. Exactly, Felipe. Like, this is like Kobe's death.
Make an appearance on their show, win them over.
Wait, because he's gonna lose me with all this obfuscation. So basically, I want people to understand why I was just clapping and cheering right now, because I want people to see from Phil's own mouth, once again, just like with everything else he's always done, he doesn't care about it. He just wants to utilize it as a prop for his content. And this is a problem I kind of have with him, like on some moral fagging, as a moral fagging stance. Issue I have with him is because he's doing this simply for the sake of his own benefit in terms of metrics, in terms of bumping up his ad revenue check. And he doesn't understand the damage that this creates. Now, for people who think that I'm reaching, let's take it back. Remember, this was the same guy who thought it was okay to showcase sexual content in an attempt to draw minors to his channel. Lo and behold, a few years later, we find people in his audience who are sex pests, who are degenerates. That's an issue I have with Phil's content. He's an NPC just parroting these fucking topics in a negligible manner to an impressionable audience, and it has consequences that we don't see. What's up, Magino? How you doing? So he's gonna go ahead. He doesn't give a fuck about politics. He doesn't leave the fucking house. None of this shit affects him. Even with even like local elections where he can, you know, find a way to lower taxes. That shit doesn't matter to him. Why? Because he got dents to pay it for him. For me, that's nuts, and I feel like that's a detriment to society. It is. It is. When you have someone like this who goes out of his way to look for an impressionable audience to go ahead and reiterate bullshit, doesn't matter which side of the aisle it's from, it's still fucking bullshit, harmful bullshit, impressionable bullshit. Then you have these mentally unwell, mentally immature people absorb this shit. And they go out into the world. That's a problem. That's how we end up with motherfuckers like this.
End up becoming.
Hey, what's up,
more
Walker? How
of
we doing,
a-
baby?
How can I say?
Scully,
Like,
what's
people
up,
are saying
baby?
it's a redemption arc, but I really feel it's more like the wool that's been pulled over everyone's eyes for the last 5 to 10 years has been removed. And now that people are giving me a chance, they're realizing, holy crap, Phil's not the worst person on the planet. In fact, he's kind of entertaining. Sometimes he has interesting takes.
No, we saw that. That's not, no, it's not happening. People saw you on Kino Casino being absolutely fuck all quiet. Why? Because you have nothing to say. You're void of personality. You know, like you wanted, you know how, like, that's crazy. It's crazy how you basically try to emulate someone who is considered the cult of personality, and you're just devoid of personality.
Hear him. We want to see his content. We're interested. We're engaged. He's not really the joke that everyone made him out to be. This is a good thing that now we're giving him a chance, right? And then on top of that, right? Then doing.
But Mr. Visma, I'll give you this one. So it's the same reason why nobody can stand Hassan Piker. I feel you, but at least Hassan Piker will talk about something in detail. This man will sit there and be like, and he'll give like his opinion on it. It's a stupid opinion, but it's an opinion on the subject. This dude is seriously gonna read some shit like, okay, so there were like 58 people bombed in Gaza, right? And it's crazy, you know, because these people, they're getting bombed. Like, why are they getting bombed? You know, and it's just like, because, you know, and then, you know, he's gonna slip up and say something say something incendiary fuck it up. Like,
crossover events, doing collabs, both, you know, gameplay and talk show style appearances and things like that. Me branching out, making different styles of content, improving my setup with holy crap, how many years did my setup look like dog shit? But now I'm actually putting good effort into it and getting stuff.
it still looks the same, and you're still doing the same thing. You're still repeating the same topics. Like right now, I'm ready for you to talk about DS politics, and we're talking about now people like you again. How many times have you talked about this? We're talking about you having your setup. How many times have we talked about you improving your setup? You're doing the same shit. Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Sorry.
Back for it, all right? It's not
Let me check.
just,
I wasn't checking. That's
Phil's
my
trying.
fault.
It's Phil's trying, but the audience is absolutely reciprocating, right? You guys have absolutely rewarded me with engagement and attention and support, and I really appreciate that. So if ever you would have thought, wow, this would happen, and now an election happens where everything has completely changed and flipped, and I've been saying this for years.
What's up,
In
Barrymore? How you doing,
life,
baby?
in humanity and culture, there is a pendulum, and that pendulum swings back and forth to the two different extremes, just like this. And for a while, we were all the way over here, then we were kind of in the middle.
We were in the middle, and then we went to like this part, and then like now we're just, you know, we're just going back to where it swung. Like,
And then it swung, and then it came all the way back. And last night, that pendulum firmly, strongly, 100% swung back and hit hard. And now that that pendulum is swung, I feel like maybe it's time to continue with the changes, the improvements, with me branching out and doing different.
straight from the horse's mouth, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is literally telling you, hey, since now all of a sudden politics is the thing, it's safe to talk about politics because now you can say faggot. I'm going to be doing DS politics now. Hey, what? Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Stuff. I think it may actually be time for us to take a look at hashtag DS politics. And the truth is, I don't know if there could have been a better time, because not only do we have this big election that just happened, and there's going to be endless amounts of topics to talk about, but in addition to that, Jasper Kitty. Just kidding. But I gotta give him some attention because he's crawling all over me. But in addition to that, if you're not aware, I'm retiring my 2-year running Clips React show. I feel like the show has run its course. And all that time and effort that I put into doing that show was kind of wasted at this point. When I'm barely getting anyone on the streams, and we have like only 20 people submitting clips, it's time to move on. Well, guess what? Seems like there's something interesting to refocus my efforts into. Well then, right? I mean,
you could refocus your efforts into what you were known for, and that's gaming. How about that? How about getting back to gaming? That'd be good, instead of focusing on something that people really don't want to hear you talk about. I mean, like, I don't know, man.
very interesting. So anyway, guys, today we are going to talk about this as a topic, but it's not the only topic we're talking about. I have a couple other topics I'd like to discuss. I have an update on my merchandise shop.
Look at that. We're getting, this is the announcement for DS Politics, but don't forget, we got to go through housekeeping. We got to go ahead and, you know, talk about the merch. We got to talk about what we did yesterday. We got to talk about what we're going to do tomorrow and the day after that. We got to talk about how much money I got.
I'm going to talk about today. That's darksydephil.shop, okay? I've got an update on the PS5 Pro. I've got an update on, I have one clip that I want to watch eventually here. Someone sent me this clip, and I watched it, and I was like, this is a hilarious clip. It really is, and I really want to take a look at it with you guys together today. I think it would be a hilarious watch. So anyway, yeah, so we'll do a few things today. It's not just going to be about politics. You don't have to worry about that. It's not going to be a one-trick pony kind of show, I promise you. All right? Cool. All right, so anyway, guess what? Let's start at the beginning. Folks, 53 straight streams,
Begging.
hitting the goals, crushing the trolls. You have no clue with the meltdown my trolls are in right now. You have no fucking concept. They
Who's melting down? I don't know. I think this is funny. I think this part is really funny. Like, it's just like, it's at this point, it's not even pignosis. It's fucking delusion at this point, where he's thinking, like, people are upset, like, really upset at him in any way, shape, or form. Just like that dent on Twitter that I keep fucking with. Like, dude's sitting there really thinking that we're seething, and it's like, dude, we're laughing at you. We're fucking laughing at you.
Have lost their minds, all right?
I mean, I'm good. I'm here.
They are so starving for content because I'm not giving them any. They actually went into the Washington State voter database to see if I'm a registered voter in the state of Washington. Now, what they don't know is that I actually live in the state of Idaho, and I've been lying to all of you for a decade. And
I mean, joking about lying when you've actually lied to people. Wow.
fooled.
Oh, I'm upset. Oh, wow. You're joking. You're using a joke about lying when you've actually lied to people, and that's why people don't want to work with you, because you're a fucking liar. Oh, but I'm seething.
Them. I'm just kidding. It's not true. Okay, the funny part about this is, who cares where I'm registered, if I'm registered, if
I mean, it does care if you're that deeply involved into politics, because if you're that involved into politics, you should be able to go and vote and express your politics by voting.
I vote, if I don't vote, that's my choice. It's totally up to me as an American citizen. I have the right to determine what I do.
I mean, I actually 100% agree with you. There is a right that we have as human beings, not even just as Americans, called the right to refuse to participate. And you have every right to exercise it. But you have to understand, just like with freedom of speech, just like the right to bear arms, there are consequences for exercising that right. And you're going to have to deal with those consequences, homeboy. All right? You can express about your politics. You can talk politics all you want. You can talk about politics even though you didn't vote, but people aren't going to, the consequences of that, people aren't going to take your political takes seriously because you didn't feel that strongly enough to apply those takes. Sorry.
No one has the right to dictate to me that I vote, that I don't vote, that I do this, that I do that.
I mean, they don't have no right to like force it on you, but they can tell you, they can criticize you for that. And that's the part that you're not understanding, Phil. That's the part that you and your Keno Dents and your Keno Casino bum buddies don't get. Like, you're well within your rights to do these things, but everyone else is well within their rights to criticize you for it.
That's the beauty of being an American citizen.
No, the beauty of an American citizen is being able to, express your use your freedoms, but, to also, apply those freedoms to everyone else. So, like, you have your freedoms and everyone else is just expressing theirs. That's all.
Is that it's called independence. But the drafters don't know that. They actually think that because, I might say something political or talk about politics, that I need to be a registered voter and be voting in every single election on every single topic. And it's...
I mean, my thing is, if you feel that strongly enough to talk about it, you should be able to apply those opinions and those feelings out in the voting booth. If not, it comes across as hypocritical.
Absolutely positively required of me. They are insane. All right? Now, I actually talked about this last night in my appearance on Keno Casino very briefly. But in a nutshell, I live in Washington State.
Okay.
In Washington State. Okay? This state is very, very, almost 100% Democratic or blue-leaning, meaning it always leans to the left on political topics. So what that means is whenever there's an election, whenever there's a topic, the voting always goes that way.
Okay.
In fact, I think that for the presidential election, I think it's like 58% or 60% went for Kamala here, and like 30-something% went for Trump. So that gives you a perspective. So if I'm going to vote, all right, I'm going to vote on a topic or a situation where I feel like it's important. Like, wow, my vote matters, my vote counts, it could actually have an impact. Sadly, my vote doesn't really have an impact. Even if I were voting left or right, this state always votes blue. So, for me to vote is like, I might as well be peeing into the wind,
See, again, Phil, you're right to have that opinion, but now people see that you don't even know how to vote. And again, you don't feel strongly enough about these topics to apply them to the voting booth, because you can vote in local elections, you know, there's general elections, not just presidential elections. Okay? And what, you're going to sit there and, like, what are you trying to say in this instance? Are you trying to say that you're a Trump, you know, you are a conservative and you want to go ahead and, you know, vote for a conservative person, but you're only going to do it when everyone else is going to vote conservative? That's a waste of a vote, Bill. That's a legitimate waste of a vote. That's, once again, like, you're applying what you're doing here to your stream to real life. So you're only going to do it when everyone else is bandwagoning on it. So you're a conservative and you're too afraid to go out there and fucking show that you're a conservative because you're a pussy. Not even a political stance. It's the point that he feels some type of way. He fucking moved to a state that doesn't feel that type of way. And he wants to show his true colors when he has the backing of everyone else. Wow, Phil. Again, this is telling of who you are. I don't even have to nitpick the actual politics of it.
But that's the thing, like, it doesn't really matter.
Yes, it does. If you feel like your vote mattered, at all, yes, it does. It does matter. If you thought that your vote mattered, it does matter.
If I lived in a swing state, holy crap, would I vote? No lie. I mean,
So then why did you not, okay, by your logic, why did you move to a place that isn't a swing state? I'm using your logic here. I'm using I'm not going to use the actual common sense that God made me. I'm going to be a dent, and I'm going to take out said common sense, and I'm going to talk to you directly on your terms with the words that you use. If you vote, right, you feel like you vote, like your vote mattered, you want to vote when your votes mattered, and, you know, you would vote at a swing state, why did you move to a place that isn't a swing state? So again, with all this rhetoric, it's still showing us, you're still showing us that you're a moron. You're a fucking moron.
yo, like my vote has some kind of power. And
So why would you move to a place where your vote would be powerless? Using your logic. You moron. You idiot. You 40-year-old man-child. Zerglu, what's up, baby? You see, I don't even have to discuss actual fucking politics. I can just point out how stupid you are.
actually have some kind of say in things that are important. But sadly, the way that the United States government works is not set up that way. It's just not. So if I'm not...
To his defense, any state could theoretically be turned into a swing state, but fourth worth raise. Again, that actually... But again, that would also apply to his state. So he could just go ahead and just vote anyway. Either way you put, no matter which way you put it, it's still bad on his end.
in a swing state where you don't know who they're going to vote for the president or whatever, there's, why would I vote, right? Ineffective, and it sucks. I mean, maybe that's...
And then what if you could be the fucking, you could be the spark that would turn Washington into a swing state. You know, you having the balls to vote against the grain, that would, but you don't. Why? Because you're waiting for somebody else to do it.
Problem with the voting system that needs to be reformed, that if there should be overall popular vote rather than going by this, electoral college. I'm sure this will be one of 7,000 things that I will investigate and talk about if I do politics, right?
Okay, so we're not even... So... Are we doing politics or not? Are you wasting your audience's time with the teasing of politics? Like, again, Phil, this is why you're boring, bro.
Anyway, So yeah, that's what they've been talking about. I'm not even kidding you. Like, they are so upset with the fact that I am at 53 straight streams hitting my goals.
I don't give
They're
a
so
shit.
upset with the fact that no one hates me besides them.
I mean, there's not a lot of people that like. There's not a lot of people that like you neither. So again, I don't know. Maybe this is a cope.
There's no more a consensus on the internet that DSP is a laughing stock, a joke,
No, now the consensus is that DSP's a liar. There you go.
an embarrassment. It's either ignore him, because he's not that important, which, you know what? I'm of that opinion. If you don't think that anything that I have to say has any merit, then just don't check me out.
Yep, allow me to go ahead and scam people in peace.
Leave me alone. What's wrong with that? I agree with that. You know? You don't purposefully stalk and harass
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and try to ruin the life of
someone who you're not interested in.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, guys.
So, yeah. Or people are starting to actually like my input on these kind of things. I mean, just look in the past few weeks, some of the things I've talked about. I talked about the Twitch CEO and how he is one of the worst leaders
Just regurgitated the same shit you heard from other people.
in tech right now. He's a guy who thinks he's in his 20s, but he's fucking in his like 50s or 60s. He's an old man. He's done nothing for Twitch whatsoever. He's putting out public posts that are outright lying about Twitch's enforcement policy for, protecting people from hate speech and stuff like that. It's absolutely ludicrous. I tore him a new asshole, and people are talking about it. It's not just, oh, Phil just said that. No, people are actually watching the clip and talking about it on their shows and stuff, which is pretty crazy.
I mean, yeah, because that's the whole purpose of you saying those things. You're saying those things hopefully that you can go viral. And again, Phil, I don't hate you for this. I want this. I've told you this since I first started. I want you out there, and I want you talking, and I want people talking about you. You want to know why? Because you're going to fuck up, and you're going to slip up, and you're going to embarrass yourself. Just like you've been doing. You've been doing it all along, and I've been loving it. So continue on. Keep on going on.
I'm now, addressing things like Dragon Age Veilguard and how incredibly poorly it has addressed the topic of wokeness and inclusivity and things like that. And people like that take, right? So now I'm able to talk about these topics, right? And
ウェイトアミニットイズヒーリアリコンパーリングヒムセルフトゥープレジデンシャルキャンディーデーツゲットザイフ UGG を歌ヒア
Come on, Hannah. Movies, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hannah, that was weak. Come on, baby. Yeah,
very happy.
He's just that important.
that you guys are along for this cool ride, and the flip has happened. I mean, just like the flip of the pendulum swinging back and forth, right? The pendulum swings.
Look, guys, right? Because, now we have one kind of president, and now we have a different kind of president. It's just like me, for real. For fur.
Has swung. And now, for the first time in a decade, people care about darksydephil again in a positive way. Fucking sweet. Hell yeah, I'm here for it. I'm not just some schlub who's going to sit back and be like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. No, I do care. I want to be here for you guys and hang out with you and have fun streams and have discussion about various topics. And it's not just gaming, but other things too. I'm down for that. I've been ready for that. But the internet wasn't. Well, now the internet is. Okay?
No, the internet didn't care. And it's just, you know what? Go for it, Phil, please. Like, I'm telling you right now. I don't know, Phil. I can't help it. I want people to know. You got the Shinko Fleur seal of approval. Yes, do it. I want you to do it, Phil. Shinko Fleur is cheering you on for DS politics. All right? I want you to get out there, and I want you to launch that brand new channel, and I want you to spitfire all those takes that the world just isn't ready for. Come on. Come on, like Howard Dean. Yeah! Come on, man.
So thank you so much for that. And let's laugh together at how hilarious my detractors are completely breaking down and freaking out now.
I'm back flipping, moonwalking, I'm shucking and jiving, moving. I'm out here, man.
Moron saying, oh, you see, but 4 years ago, Phil said this about Trump, and Phil said this about this, and let's see him flip-flop and change his opinions. What the fuck? You are nuts.
I mean, but it's true that these are the things that are going to come to you, not even just from detractors. It's just going to come from everyone on the internet.
No, really, you're obsessed.
No, really, you gotta stop saying no, really, because that's not making anybody feel any worse. Dude, you're sitting here flip-flopping and people are laughing at you for it because you're doing it for the sake of keeping your fucking dead channel alive. And it's fucking hilarious. No, really, it's fucking hilarious how your pathetic ass can only talk about politics when you feel like it's safe to do so, when you feel like it's a okay environment to do so where you won't receive any backlash or consequence for the words that you say. I'm not freaking out. I'm laughing at your ass. I'm sitting here just fucking hooting and hollering, chuckling and rib tickling and knee slapping.
You're nuts. You're fucked in the head. You're a bunch of fucking no-life losers, limp dick bitches. You're trying to stalk.
Last time I checked, I got 2 kids and you can't even get your dick up for your fucking younger girlfriend, homie.
Down words that I said and you're gonna take anything out of context.
That's what politics does, dumbass, and you're not ready for it. That's why I want you to do it, because people are gonna go ahead and take your fucking takes, and as soon as they find out about Pig Go, search through all your fucking videos and fucking demolish you. You think people like me, Hate Army, Mamology, you think we're bad? Holy shit, when you get these fucking no-life losers who sit there and scour your entire fucking media, you are going to be fucked, my guy. And that's where the real fun is going to happen. Because the thing is, you can't blame detractors. It's not going to be detractors. And the detractors are going to sit there and laugh at your ass. Fucking laughing. They'll just be there laughing.
Or anything to try to get a gotcha moment. Fuck off. Because now, things are different.
No, things are the same. Things are the same.
Now, you are irrelevant.
Exactly. We're irrelevant. Okay? We're Super Boo. You're gonna go fuck with Kid Boo now. You know, since you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, if you can understand the reference. Okay? You fucking with the big boys now. You're fucking with the mainstream media now. Watch what happens when you start talking about people you shouldn't be talking about. And they can send copyright strikes. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Get it? Bitches? Times have changed.
It's not us that's gonna be fun. It's not us. We're just here for the ride. We're just gonna be eating the popcorn.
This year has been an insane year of change, and the changes are going to keep coming, and everything's coming up DSP, whether you like it or fucking not.
Dude, it's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. And it's actually been worse, because number one, let's break it down. Number one, you've had to basically expand your operation to 2 platforms at once, as opposed to using 1 platform. You've had to resort to pooling all of your contributions to reach these goals. When before, it used to be tips. So tips used to use tips for the goals, and then the super chats were play money for the rest of the month.
I got all over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
Shinko Luis Black find out about dspgaming.
Imagine, can you like fucking... Lewis Black, Bill Maher. I'm telling you, like, these people, they would rip him alive. They would rip him alive. But like, back to what I was saying. Thank you, Paul J. Brazel. Fuck, I lost my fucking train of thought. This is what happens when you glaze. Oh, now also when you used to hit the goals, you used to be able to hit the goals every single day and be able to reward your audience with a vest, a hat, what have you. You've had to resort to basically creating a big weekly goal to incentivize people to give you money every day. It's worse, objectively worse, Phil. Objectively.
Eat it, choke on it, deal with it, or you can cry. You know, all those fucking awesome clips they did when Trump won last time. Well, guess what? It's happening again. All over again. Only this time, I'm here for it.
I mean, I'm just gonna remember this fucking smug ass fucking podcast for when you finally do it, and you get your shit pushed in, or some big boy finds out that you're gonna do politics and roast the shit out you before you even start, and all of a sudden change your mind. We're here for it. We're here for it.
All right. So before we start, I need to do some shout outs because a bunch of contributions have come in.
All right.
I seem younger. Someone in chat says DSP seems younger somehow. It's not that I'm younger. It's that I'm invigorated. I'm rejuvenated. I have energy. I have spunk because I care.
Oh no,
Because now
you've been swallowing some spunk. Yeah, you've been swallowing a whole lot of spunk, my boy.
people care about me, so I care back. Do you get it? For a decade when people hated me,
Phil, nobody.
it's kind of hard for me to care. But now that people actually want to hear my opinions and like what I'm doing, why wouldn't? Of course I care. Of course I'm in a good mood. Of course I'm happy that every day we can come back and do fun shit together. Right? Now, just to be...
It's crazy because it's not, it's like he's happy. It's not even that he's happy that Trump won. He's just happy that he has a new grift. That's weird.
very, very clear, because I'm going to do shout-outs. This is not going to be the end-all be-all of my content. I'm very interested in perhaps starting up new content, but it's not going to permeate all my content. It's not going to be something that's going to ruin my other content. There's going to be separation. There's going to be... I'm going to explain it all. We're going to talk about it on the show.
Again, we're going to get right back to DSP Reacts. Like, it's not going to be DSP Reacts. It's going to be DS Politics, and DS Politics is going to be eating up the gaming time. It's going to be eating up the gaming whales, and you're going to be right back to level 1. You're going right back to level 1, Phil.
Today is our first discussion about possibly political content. Let's do it, right?
Again, this is no different than when discussions about starting the React channel. We're literally going. Time is literally a flat fucking circle. We're literally on a fucking hamster wheel here. This is the same conversation we had when he wanted to launch this fucking dead channel in the first place.
Okay. Let's do shout-outs to start. So we start off today with a $15 tip from someone who says, it's tax-free, bish. So I don't know who this is, but thank you for the anonymous $15 tip to get things started today. Let's get some nice animations rolling on the stream. Very good. Get that momentum pumping. Remember, all we need today is this stream right now, my late stream tonight, and then my first stream on Friday. It's another week down, and we do this very special celebratory DSP Tries It of me trying authentic style Japanese food on Friday. I'm very excited for this. I never had this kind of
Oh shit, that's today.
So,
Fuck.
$15 anonymous tip to start things off.
Fuck.
Thank you so much.
Shit.
Okay. I received a $1.15 tip from a troll, so I'm just going to ignore this moron. I received a $2.25 tip from Mr. Puffy Nipples. I can't believe you think Trump being in office is a good thing. Trump's a moron. Now Trump will be getting rid of women's rights. Wow, tariffs are not going to work. Today, I am literally not actually discussing politics. Today, I'm discussing the discussion of politics. Do you get it?
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? You see, like, I mean, you just can't even say, bro. All right, we'll talk about that when we got it. Come on, bro. Please. I'm about to commit Sudoku.
We are going to talk about if it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, because it's not going to happen here. Get it? Like, this is not DS Politics on DSP Gaming. This is DSP Gaming. We could still do a podcast here. We could still do gameplay, but the politics stuff is not going to be here. I've already told you guys this. This is not where it's going to be. So today is not, hey, let's talk politics. That's not the point of today. Everyone else will be doing that, but not me. Today is the day where we're going to discuss how it's going to go down. I want to break it down for you guys, the ideas that I have, see what you think. I think that these
Again, this is the same shit with the fucking React channel shit. Like, okay, no, we're gonna talk about how it's gonna happen, the format's gonna happen, you know, which way, and you know, and I guarantee you, we're gonna have a fucking paywall. We're gonna have a fucking paywall, and it's gonna be like some fucking like stupid shit where like he's gonna get a fucking like you pay him X amount of dollars, he's gonna go ahead and say something like super spicy. I guarantee it, bro. Oh, god damn.
ideas will actually work. But obviously, I'm curious on your input as well. We'll have to see. Let's see.
We just doing the same shit over and over and over again, bro. This is no different than DSP Reacts. This is no different than DSP Throwback. This is no different than fucking Elden Ring. It's the same shit day in and day out, no matter what the fucking color of the turd is. It's still shit.
Listen to this. I don't even know if I want to believe this one. Someone tipped the buck and said, "Are you aware that your detractor Debo said that you look good for your age, and all the other detractors hated on him, and so he quit the detractor community?" I don't care. Do you understand that sounds like a bunch of children, right? That sounds like a bunch of children in a schoolyard. That's the mentality of the fucking people who don't like me. You get it? Like,
you get it?
They're brainless twits. So why do I care what they're saying and doing to each other? You know, it's neither here nor there. I don't care. I really don't. I don't want to know about this nonsense. Unless it affects me, but that doesn't sound like it affects me in any way. It just sounds like a bunch of morons. All right. Dick Jones gifted 5 memberships to the YouTube community this morning.
See how you got excited about Dick?
Thank you so much, Dick. I appreciate that. That's going to get
He appreciates that dick.
us up to, because each membership's about $3 on YouTube, roughly. It's actually a little less. It's like $2.60 or something like that, but I count it as $3. So that's going to get us to $33 in contributions this morning so far. Thank you. Then our first super chat of the day was from Alien Boy 13, who did a $2 super chat on YouTube and said, "Phil, today I'm inspired to spend positivity to all."
Give
You're
that
inspired
positive.
to spend positivity to all? I think he meant to say spread. I think it was a mistype or a autocorrect. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Sorry.
I'm glad to hear that today's a positive day.
Was that
You wanna
me?
Spread
Did I
that to
burp
others.
in the
That's a
mic?
very
I hope
good
I didn't
thing.
burp in the mic.
The
Good,
Red
sorry.
King has done a $5 super chat. So first of all, that's the biggest super chat of the day. Let's get them on the leaderboard, and then we'll read what they have to say, because they do have a comment here that I think I'll probably respond to.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So the Red King says the following.
I try to
The
mute, man. I
majority
try to mute.
know that you're not the worst person on the planet, including your detractors. Your lack of filtered speech makes you an easy target sometimes. Well, here's the thing. I've never been a pussy. Right? I've never pussy.
My man, you're really, literally announcing that you're finally comfortable to talk about politics because the president of the United States is one that aligns with your fucking political views, quote unquote. Are you kidding me? We're having an entire segment dedicated to the fact that you're willing to talk about politics now because you feel like it's safe. You can't make this shit up.
Brown topics. I never censor myself. Okay.
You're literally doing it now.
Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Here's something I haven't talked about yet. So earlier this year, as you guys know, I was in talks with a guy named Mike Klum to do a documentary about me. Now, this was before my resurgence, before the last few amazing, crazy months of all public opinion flipping. It was different, okay? Now, when I was talking with Mike Klum, I'm talking to him and I'm like, Mike, I want your honest take on this, your honest opinion. Why do you think so many people have this fascination with me? Why do you think that people still talk about DSP? I don't get it. Like, I think I'm just some rinky-dink nobody who just wants to play games or whatever. And he said to me, it's that unfiltered style that you have. Like, it's hard to explain. But hear me go on, like, a big rant or to really get into a topic and to get animated about it and to hear emotion come out, he basically says it's like enthralling. Like, it hooks you and you want to hear me keep talking about said topic or whatever.
Yeah, and then you realize that he's full of shit. He doesn't back up what he says. He is willing to denounce those views as soon as it deems convenient. And that's why people make fun of him. Again, like, oh, DSP is based. DSP is based now because he was fucking... because he thinks that he has people that'll have his back when something goes wrong. Remember, DSP had I think he still has it. DSP had a fucking ally slide in his pre-stream art. What do you mean unfiltered style? No, you just say bombastic things like a kid who curses. And since everybody think that's cute, that's funny, you're like, okay, I'll keep cursing. But then after that, the shtick wears off. Then people see that there's no substance. And the only ones that stay around are literal dent heads.
And yeah, basically, that's it. Like, now the thing is, sadly, so many people on the internet know me as a joke that it's fascinating to see me actually talk seriously or get excited about a topic, but then everyone just kind of blows it off and makes it into a joke. But now it's a little different. Like I said, like, people actually are listening to my opinions and caring about them. And that's a good thing, right? It's not, oh, Phil's just a piece of shit anymore. So thank you for that. But I have never been someone to censor myself. I've never been someone to filter myself.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Come on, just talk about how you really feel when you want to feel that way. You can't. Remember, you filtered yourself and censored yourself when Craig told you straight to your motherfucking face, go fuck yourself. And you couldn't even return the favor. You had to wait to say it till after he hung up, like the bitch you are. Again, you keep talking about how detractors are like pussies and this and this and that. Hey, I made myself available to you anytime you want to smoke, and you've actively avoided me. So yeah, you're a pussy, dude.
Why do you think, as I've told you guys, I've never played the game. I never took on a major sponsorship, a partnership. I never got games early.
You couldn't because you fucked it up. You fumbled the bag. It was never because I'm Mr. Truthful, I'm Mr. Honest, I'm Mr. 100%. Because again, you'll go wherever the fucking wind blows.
By kissing ass.
Yes, you've kissed ass. I mean, that's how you get around in life, kissing ass. That's why you're in Kino Casino chat talking about how you would like to see Andy without his shirt, which is fucking weird. Like, and I don't even think, the homies say some sus shit, like joking around, but no, you really want to see that motherfucker without his shirt. You out here trying to look at crackhead abs.
Or sucking balls or whatever.
Oh no, you've been sucking some balls, all right. Sucking some nice balls. And knowing with PPP, you've probably been doing it from the back.
Whatever you want to say, stroking, fluffing, which is what a lot of content creators do. They're literal career fluffers. I've never done that. In fact, I call people out for doing it because I think it's disgraceful that they would literally put out fake paid-for content in order to receive their paychecks instead of earning their fucking paychecks, right? So
I mean, you don't earn your
I've talked
paycheck.
about this for over 10 years. That's why I never had protection from anyone. I never had a big collab. I never had a team up. I never had, he's part of a super group. Even when I was with Machinima, they didn't care about me because they knew that I was Mr. Outspoken. I didn't play the game.
Motherfucker, you lying ass piece of shit. You fucking lying fucking piece of shit. One of my biggest critiques of you ever was the fact that you were given opportunities to do so and you outright told these people you didn't want to fucking do it. We literally have a stream where it says the dark side of Machinima where you were given the opportunity to do these things and you outright said no because you wanted to be the guy that just wanted to play video games and not do anything. That is a lie. That is a lie. If you watch the dark side of Machinima, you will see this is not the fucking case. He was given multiple, my biggest go-tos to showing while Phil is a piece of shit is that people gave him the opportunity in Machinima and he outright fucked it up. And he outright had a stream where he sat there with a smug look on his face and told his audience how he fucked up those opportunities. That is a lie. Do not believe that. And if you don't want to believe me, watch the dark side of Machinima.
Why do you think you had guys like the Rad Brad who fucking blew up on YouTube and got every opportunity and I got none?
Because again, you didn't want to fucking earn it, and that's what you said it. You didn't want to be the guy. When you spoke to the guy who gave you that first contract, you said outright, "No, guy, you told me I could just go ahead and play video games, and all I want to do, that's all I wanted to do." You were letting that guy know you were not open to those opportunities. You let that guy know that you weren't open to collab because you didn't want to do anything outside of what you were already doing.
I didn't play the game. Guys like him, they fucking did every possible...
No, you didn't play the game, but at the same time, you still wanted the controller in your hands. That's the problem with you, DSP. You wanted to earn the same fucking rewards without putting in the same fucking amount of work.
...thing, and I didn't. I refused. But
there we go, again. And what happened? You spent 10 fucking years complaining that you weren't getting those opportunities. You spent 10 years deriding anyone who did get those opportunities. You spent 10 years being salty at people who were successful at the thing that you could have been successful for if you weren't a complete fucking moron.
because I stayed true to who I was, yeah, I basically became phased out and became kind of an internet nobody and the whipping boy of the internet, while guys like him got pushed and promoted and fucking, you know, everything. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very different. I'm cut from a different cloth, that's for fucking sure. And man, have I paid for it in my
you're cut from a cum sock.
life many different times. Things that have happened. I've told you about things that happened at various jobs and stuff that I had.
Yes.
And,
yes.
you know.
Yes, and you let us know how you fucked up at every single fucking opportunity. You're absolutely right, Phil. You told us about all your jobs, all your previous employments, and you let us know how you fucked it up at every single fucking turn. And that's why you're sitting here begging. That's why you're sitting here trying to fucking funnel dents from 2 platforms. That's why you're sitting here grouping up all your contribution for goals. That's why you're sitting here giving one big goal a week. I mean, one big reward a week. As opposed to just doing it every day. That's why you're sitting here with less viewers. That's why you're sitting here being made fun of constantly. And that ridicule is perpetuated by people who they're pretending like they're defending you, but they're making you look fucking worse.
Just me. That's just my attitude. That's just who I am, my personality. You know, and I think that's going to come through if I do political content. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm happy to hear that people now care about what I have to say, despite the fact that it's unfiltered and not PG or PC.
So why can't you say it now? Why are you not sitting here saying these things now? Why did you interrupt? Why didn't you interrupt? Why didn't you respond to that person who gave you a political take in their super chat or in their tip, whatever? Come on, like, I want to hear the takes. I don't really care. Like, again, I don't really fucking care about politics. I have my own reasons for that. But I want to see what you think. I want to see what you believe should be happening in the country.
Or, you know, what the butt kissers, the ball suckers, and the fluffers would do. Okay. Alien Boy did confirm through...
Chudgu goes, where does he get this shit? So, Chudgu, he usually keeps, like, a notepad open, and he has, like, topics already set up. So this is prepared. This is what makes this all the all sadder. Because, again, instead of him enjoying his life, he's in that office, looking over 9 tabs, has a notepad open, having fucking a pre-stream already set up, as opposed to just getting on the stream and talking. That shit is funny to me. I don't have to go through Twitter. I don't have to do any of that shit. I don't have to prepare a speech. All I got to do is listen to you talk and bang, 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 spitfire. And I'm fucking smacked right now.
A $2 super chat. They said it was spread. I meant to say spread positivity. I'm sorry. No problem. There. I think we figured it out, Alien Boy. Mr. Lawlinator did a $5 super chat and says, Are you actually interested in politics in your free time? Don't address trolls. They are almost all mentally handicapped. RTU has a diabetes arc incoming. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. Do you understand that, like, the people who, for the most part, the people who have been the worst to me are now having it all come back on them. I don't know if it's karma. I don't know if it's they call the chickens are coming home to roost, whatever you want to say. But these people who have been the absolute worst to me, finally all this shit is flipping on its head.
I don't understand how. You're still getting filtered. You're still getting lower views than that of your detractors. Like, Phil, like, I could go ahead and just stream and just, boom, pop out 1K right there. You're sitting there putting out 200, 300, 400. That's sad, bro. Super sad.
And they are getting destroyed left, right, up, down, in every fucking direction. And the best part about it is I don't even have to lift a finger.
And again, I want you people to understand. Again, I'm letting these deranged, stupid-ass people go ahead and filter detractors, even though they're doing a horrible job at it. A horrible job at it. And especially with that fucking, what DSP, what is it, DSP News or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, I hope it's not Phil. I don't think it's Phil. I genuinely don't think it's Phil. But I think it's funny how the dumbass is sitting there and the whole fucking point of the fucking, account is to troll detractors. And a couple detractors go, okay, Phil, and this dude is fucking breaking down. So I don't think that's working. You got two fucking dumbasses who sat there and they're risking their own audience for the sake of felting us. And we're sitting there letting them know, hey, you're just riding for a guy who white knights for a pedophile. You're white knighting for a guy who's willing to basically shit on you guys at a moment's notice. You're white knighting for a guy who's admitted to using sexual content to basically lure children to this channel, and he said it out of his own mouth. This isn't like it's hearsay. So I don't understand what you're talking about, but it's not going, and things aren't looking good for Phil. Because again, to the greater scheme of things, remember, KC, they're relegated to Kick. So it's not like the whole internet is buzzing now. Because now, not only do you have that stain on your, like, not only did you stain their image, they didn't have a good one to begin with. So now you allow those two assholes to go ahead and imbrood your image. So now when you do step into politics, the first thing people are going to do and say, hey, this is the guy that hangs out with that fat ass that showed his asshole in the cokehead, right? Boom. So like I said, keep it up, Phil. You're doing everything I want you to do. Give me the entertainment I've been looking for. Thank you.
Right? But the other thing is, I don't need to beat the dead horse. I just don't. Like, why do I need to sit here and talk about these loons all day? I don't.
But you're doing it. You're literally doing it
every once in a
now.
while it's funny. Oh, let's check in on this fucking clown.
You're still doing it now. You literally just talked about how we're losing our minds because now we found out that you're not registered to vote.
Right? And then we'll open it up and we'll take a look and we'll say, ha 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 ha, point and laugh at the clown. And say, all right, the clown show's old. Get them back into their tiny car, deflate their fucking animal balloons, and get them out of here. Maybe next month we'll check them out again, right? We don't have to do this shit every day. It's a waste of time. All right, let's continue. I received a $2 tip.
DS Politics. I'll be right back. I need to take a schmook.
The voting system should change. As I vote independent, usually they never win. Wonderful. It will ever happen. Thoughts. So, I mean, that is a very interesting topic, and it's one of the things we can discuss if I do politics, is the American voting system. I say American, I should say
let me sit down for this one.
American, insinuates more than just, the United States, but it is kind of a broken system. If you don't want to vote for a Democrat or a Republican, like, for example, right now, this voting system that we had for this presidential election of Trump versus Harris. If you don't think either candidate is good, literally you have no voice in this country. You either vote for one or the other, or you're just ignored. It was funny because I was on the show, the Kino Casino show last night, and they were clicking around various states to see what the results, and I clicked on one, and it said, Jill Stein was in the running for president. And I looked and I said, wait, what? Jill Stein of the Green Party is still running for president? She's been running for president for like a decade or longer, like 3 or 4 election cycles. I'm looking, I'm like, it's like 0.005% voted for Jill Stein. And I'm like, wow. But that's what I mean. Like, what if you don't like Trump or Harris? What do? I guess you fuck off. Because
I mean, you could fuck off, or you can write in. You can write in a candidate. That's what a lot of people did. And again, they felt so strongly that they went and expressed those opinions in the polls, which you should have done, but you didn't. You could have went and found the candidate that you thought would represent you.
that's how our system's set up. Like, you have no chance to be heard unless you're voting for one of the two major parties. And it's sad, I think, because we should have a system where someone who is not Democrat or Republican should actually have a chance. And they don't. That's how our system's set up. But that's a topic for, again, we're not talking detailed politics today. It's something that we can definitely tackle in the future. Okay? We're definitely not going to do it on this channel. Like I said, this will be something for a political discussion elsewhere, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Okay? I received a $1 tip. And, it's a troll, so I'm just going to ignore it. There you go.
There you go.
Let's ignore it. Cool. I ignore all troll tips. So
I'm just waiting for a specific part. We're going to be cutting this off early. Before we get to the politics
discussion, because I know that's what everyone's interested in this morning. I hear you. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. I have absolutely no idea how many people I have watching right now.
Metrics.
Seems
okay,
like a decent
I'm going for
crowd.
my smoke.
I don't really look unless there's a reason to these days. With the co-streaming and everything, it's not really that big of a deal to me.
Sure.
But I hope that many of you are here
You ain't got no viewers.
for good reason. And thank you for your early support. We're about a third into our support goal for the stream. It sure would be great if we could hit that support goal as soon as possible. So that way, once I start playing Life is Strange, we can just focus on the game and not have to worry about, oh, we need support to hit the goal and stuff like that. So please consider it. Right now, we got some super chats. We got some tips. We even got some members. The one thing we don't have is any subs. So maybe some subs over on Kick could be warranted. Or, I'll be honest, since I started co-streaming, definitely the thing that has been lacking a little bit has been tips. I'm not saying that your support isn't great. It is. But definitely there's been a sharp decline in the amount of tips that I've been receiving. If you were thinking of contributing today, maybe a tip would be a good way to do that. But you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you how to contribute because I don't have to worry about that anymore. Because you guys support me so much, I don't have to worry about, oh no, I don't have money to pay stuff this week. That's not the case. I'm good. So thank you for that. Okay. I have to burp. Excuse me. Okay. So let's talk about a couple other topics first before we get to the politics thing. So first off, okay, I received word from the viewer who has donated to me the PS4 Pro. Okay? So they gave me tracking info. And I click on it, and sadly, it hasn't shipped yet, meaning the PS4 Pro, I said PS4 Pro, I meant to say PS5 Pro, my bad. It's a PS5 Pro, obviously. So I'm getting a PS5 Pro, it's being donated by a viewer. Otherwise, I would not have bought it. Being clear here, I would not have bought a PS5 Pro, being that I have a gaming PC. But a fan said, listen, I really want you to have it because I want you to do an unboxing. I want you to test games on it to see how they run compared to base PS4. And also they're interested in having me do some playthroughs on it. And I said, yeah, all right. If you donate it, absolutely. We'll do all that. We'll do a live unboxing. We'll set it up. We'll download some games digitally. We'll test both PS4 and PS5 games on it. And we'll see how they run and go from there. Maybe it'll even create a playthrough or two in the near future, right? So I said all that, and they said, all right, so they pre-ordered it. So they sent me the tracking info this morning, but it hasn't shipped. So the truth is, folks, if it didn't ship today, I'm not getting it tomorrow. Like, there's no way it's going to arrive on release day if they didn't ship it the day before. So the truth is, I don't know when I'm getting it. I won't know until the tracking info becomes, like, valid to track, and then it should have an estimate of arrival. I'm guessing the earliest I'm going to get it is Friday. Now, when on Friday? No idea. Could be any time during the day. So what I'd like to do is lay out a day of content for Friday that is not PS5 Pro centric. All right? And hopefully it does show up on Friday. And if it does, then when it does, hey, we stop what I'm doing and we do the unboxing and we mess with the PS5 Pro for the rest of the day. But if it doesn't show up on Friday, that way we're not stuck there with nothing to do and big, giant, swollen blue balls because I didn't set anything up and we're just standing around like idiots. Okay? So what I would say is we got to figure out what I'm doing Friday. All right? And we need to talk about this today. And my idea, okay, would be, I guess, number one, we could play Slitterhead. It comes out on Friday. I'm okay with buying it, even if it ends up not being as good as I'd hoped, because the reviews are not so hot on it. I feel like it could be an interesting, unique game to play, and I think a lot of people are going to want an honest opinion on it, since reviewers seem to be all over the place on it. So we could do Slitterhead on Friday. That's number one. Number two, if you guys want, yeah, I could play Dragon Age Veilguard. We could do our very first stream of Veilguard. I'll have to get that EA Plus subscription service thing and do it through there on PC, and we could do a stream of that. So I'm basically, you know, I'm one of the two. I don't know what you guys would like. I think we should gauge that today. Would you rather have Slitterhead, or would you rather have me do a first stream of Veilguard and go from there, right? Now, Stealthy Kubo says, I feel like Slitterhead will get boring quick like Ghostwire Tokyo. Now, here's the thing. Here's the difference. With Ghostwire Tokyo, correct? I bought the game. I played it. It was good for a stream or two. It got boring, but I finished
Shout out to
it.
Trash
And
Man.
dried up by the end, and
Hold
everyone
on, I'm
was upset
skipping
when the game
this.
said it sucked. Guard, and it's either going to be MVC2.
Don't care.
Click the wrong thing. Notes. Here it is. Here's where I have my schedule.
Yep.
And
he has a schedule in the
after
fucking
Slitterhead on
notes.
Friday, the next big
You
game
don't care.
come back till December.
Okay. There we go.
Someone says, I saw you put up a poll for Stellar Blade. Is that a serious option? Well, as I said, maybe what we could do, all right?
See, Trashman says, I want to do a show covering DSP politics and call it Snortfire. It'll be like Crossfire. The thing is, I don't want to discuss politics because the thing is that Phil doesn't... He's going to be regurgitating shit from Twitter, so he doesn't mean the politics that he talks about. So I don't feel like addressing it. So since it's all performative anyway, I don't really want to do that.
People really want it, then they got to put their money where their mouth is. So how about this? The record that I had of the Vest streak many years ago was 276 streams. So how about this? If we hit 276 streams where my goals are hit straight, without interruption, the streak continues to 276, I will do a playthrough of Stellar Blade. How about that? That's the reaction I expected. People are freaking out. We get me there. Get me there. You want me to play this game that I don't care about? Get me to 276. Let's tie the Vest streak. And if we tie the Vest streak, I will play Stellar Blade. Now, Double M says that is completely unrealistic. Just say you're never playing it. If we hit 276, I'm playing it. I just said it. If we hit 276, I'm playing Stellar Blade. It's happening. Okay? Ellipsian says, sweeten the pot. Make it that if we hit 400, you'll go back and play Code Vein.
Let's see. Does it work? Does it work?
You guys are going to make me play every game I never wanted to play. But do you see the difference here? I want you to understand something.
Does it work? Does it work? Hold on.
Crush chips, I'm not like these Sims. Drive with verses.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, you gotta play from the beginning. Come on, bro. Come on. Y'all fucking it up. Fucking it up.
I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls.
I'm getting metal text. I love you like it's the same sex. Bitch, I look for the exits when I see a pair of fresh tits. The jiggling, give me that ick. Not like when I look at dick. I light up like glow
They
sticks.
have tons of female friends. As you can see, I stay far away from them. I'm the league of heterosexual men. Just get rock off and crush chips. I'm not like these Sims. Drive with verses. Think about ending without shirt.
Also, don't forget I have a wife. I just choose to spend time with her.
I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay.
It was like
Let's continue.
Look at me, I don't vote caused it's pointless but tip me and listen to my fence takes nothing of value to add and more only at DSP politics.
Thank you, Asiamaro, for funding that super chat. Oh my god, he's so fucking gay. I can't deal with this kid. Hold on. Let's do here.
And again, that could be a chill.
Let's go back.
A 276 stream streak of the goal, of course. Thank you, Mr. Jupol. I appreciate that. That gets us up to $58 in contributions today so far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay. Cool. All right, so how could I possibly do this? How could I tackle political topics, all right, but not have it negatively affect my gameplay? How?
Do it on a separate channel, but again, it's still going to affect your channel because, again, you're propped up by the same 5 people, so you're going to be splitting up the money between that channel and this channel.
How could I have a show where I'm honest and I open up with an interactive audience and talk about my feelings, my leanings, my beliefs, without having that permeate into gameplay or take up too much time from gameplay? Because I'm going to be honest here. I am not going to jump head in. I'm not going to do a full flip. For example, Side Scrollers. Side Scrollers was brought back in 2023 as a gaming podcast and pop culture, and it failed miserably. It was not entertaining. No one liked it. The show failed. And so they basically turned it into 100% a flip into political drama. Incredibly right-leaning political drama, that is. And it worked because of what's been going on in American politics. I truly feel that if what was happening wasn't happening, the show wouldn't have been a success. It's just that that was the topic everyone wanted to talk about, and they leaned right the fuck into it, right? That's not what I'm going to do. It's not going to be, oh, Phil's dropping everything that he's ever wanted to do and was successful at and is going to do all politics, okay? What I want to do is I want to maintain a schedule of me playing games regularly, doing this podcast, but I want to have politics become a slowly, leaning into it, all right? So how can that happen? Well, there's a couple things that I kind of came up with that I want to talk with you guys today. I'm curious on everyone's opinion on this. As you know, first of all, I've started co-streaming on Kick. It's not just me streaming on DSP Gaming anymore or on YouTube, but I have DSP Gaming Real, my channel on Kick where I'm streaming, and I've streamed out there for about a month. Have I gotten traction? Not really. I really feel like the audience on Kick, a lot of them were people who would have been on YouTube regardless, and they just moved over to Kick instead. I do believe that there are some new viewers on Kick, just not a ton. Like, my streams on average are getting around, 40 viewers, something like that.
That's not good.
Now, that's not a great audience. But at the same time, if I were to just completely drop...
That's something for me to say. That's not something for you to say, Phil, because that shows that you don't appreciate the people that are actually there. Fucking moron.
Streaming on YouTube and say, I'm only streaming on Kick, I bet you I would get several hundred viewers a stream, if not more. Just being honest. I think right now it's my audience is pulled and torn between the two, right?
So it's the same audience. You haven't been getting any new viewers. So thank you for admitting that. Thank you for admitting that. So you haven't been having a resurgence. It's the same people, just split into 2 different platforms. That's not good, Phil. That's not good for a resurgence. Like, you're not supposed to break even. You're supposed to get more.
So, here's the deal. If I'm going to do politics, I'm not going to live stream it on YouTube. I feel like the place to be for politics would be Kick. That would be the place where I can kind of be open and honest, right? I don't have to worry about crap going down with, oh, Phil said something and now people, oh my God.
And again, I want you to understand, for people who are just watching for the first time, Phil's immature line of thinking. And that which aligns with many of his viewers and with the KC crowd, and it's a retarded line of thinking. They think that they don't understand the concept of branding. They think they do something on a stream, on a platform, and it just relegates to that platform, not understanding that social media is meant to be branched. It's meant to branch out beyond the platform. So what he thinks he's going to do, he's going to go ahead and go to Kick and just say all this spicy shit and then come back to gaming like everything's okay. This is why I want him to do it, because he's going to go ahead and think that shit. He thinks that it's just, okay, I said it on Kick, so I said that on Kick. So now I'm on YouTube. People shouldn't be coming to YouTube and bothering me about that shit. Like, bro, come on. Can we mentally graduate from, like, elementary school? You call us children, but you're literally sitting there saying, I'm going to go ahead and go to Kick because it's a safe place, because I can go ahead and say those things there without any repercussion whatsoever. fucking dumbass. What are you gonna do when you go and kick and say this spicy shit, and then it's not even a detractor, it's somebody else that's out there fucking making fun of you on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Odyssey, on Rumble, on Locals, on Minds.
I could just be open and honest about my feelings about politics. So
Why can't you do it here? Why can't you do it here, you pussy? Why can't you do it here, you coward? Why do you think that you can hide away at a platform and be comfortable to say these things when you can just do it right here, right now? This is a part of your brand, you fucking moron.
all right. So if I'm going to do a live stream about...
That's why I don't like, that's why these people are fucking stupid, because these people want to be real, these people want to be honest and raw and all that shit, and they sitting there tiptoeing the fucking terms of service. At least you see me say, you know, call people out their fucking name. You see me say shit that's fucking spicy because I'm saying it with my fucking chest. And I understand what the fuck I'm saying, and I understand what consequences befall me. I don't have to sit here and fucking hide. Spin. Make sure I'm playing by the rules. That's fucking sad. I laugh at you content creators for that shit. You act like you're real and you're honest, but you have to abide by the rules of a corporation. Because if not, the corporation will take your money away. Fuck out of here.
Politics, it's 100% going to be exclusively
Exactly that XO3.
live streamed on kick.com. And yes, it will be on my channel, the DSP Gaming Real channel. Okay? So there you go. And here's the thing. People are saying, well, I wouldn't make a Kick account, but I would still watch. Maybe I would contribute via a tip. You can do that. You don't have to make an account to watch someone on Kick. You could just watch the stream raw. And then if you want to talk,
Yeah, he doesn't understand
right.
that. He doesn't get that shit.
Subs, you could send a tip.
He doesn't understand that maybe if there's someone, just like with Keemstar, like Keemstar knows people on the inside, there might be someone who might not agree with his politics that knows somebody on the inside and get his ass demonetized. That's what I'm saying. I'm ready for this shit. We're getting gold. We're going to get gold dust.
Tips will always be open, so you don't have to contribute. A lot of people don't like Kick. Like, Kick is, you know, it's what do they call it? It's like Bitcoin currency and gambling. And I don't like supporting that. You don't have to. You can tip me directly via PayPal, and we can do it that way. I'm glad Playcool said it right there. That was the perfect time to bring it up. It absolutely would work there. Okay, that would be fine. So
yeah, and thank you, Klingit Soldier. And then it has nothing to do with his gaming channel. But the Kick channel, where you're going to be talking about politics, is going to be called DSP Gaming Real, meaning this is the real DSP Gaming from YouTube saying these incendiary things. Moron! You idiot! You buffoon! You absolute lummox!
right off the bat, guess what? If I'm doing purely political streams on Kick, I think that's going to boost my attention on Kick. I haven't talked about this recently, but the reason that I haven't gone forward on Kick with things like verification or being in their major high-end partner program, I don't have enough viewers. You need to have, I think it's an average of like 100 viewers. It's either...
And once again, thank you, Phil, for once again self-reporting yourself. So you're doing this specifically on Kick so you could bump up the Kick viewers and make money and as part of their partner program. Why do you consistently snitch on yourself, sir? Why? Why? Could you go one day without snitching on yourself? One day. Just one. Please.
You're 100 or like 70, 80. You need a good amount of average viewers on your streams on Kick to qualify. I don't qualify because my audience is torn. If I only stream...
He's literally giving away the grift right now.
...on Kick, I absolutely would qualify overnight. But I don't only stream on Kick. And because of that, most people are still watching me on YouTube. Okay? Still, politics content to be live streamed would be exclusive streams on my Kick channel. Okay?
So that way he can get the viewers and he can get the partnership program.
You can still watch. You don't...
Yo, this dude is just fucking... He's... I swear, he's super fucking transparent, man. You can literally just hear him and already know what the fuck is going down.
Have to register for Kick. You certainly don't have to support Kick. You could always send a tip or whatever during one of those streams. But to be frank, I do feel that streaming on Kick with politics style content would work. All right? Now, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this. I don't think it would make sense for me to do those kind of streams on nights when Kino Casino is live, because I feel like it would kind of be competition, and I don't think it would benefit either of us. So what I might have to do is kind of figure out with those guys, like, what's their schedule like, and, you know, do they...
Oh, once again, PPP and Warski, victims of the pig distribution system. Now he has to coordinate his schedule with them. There you go, Ashton. There you go, Andy. Once again, doing work for Phil. Doing work for an Adobe Acrobat. Doing work for a guy who's a legitimate predator. That's your man's. That's the guy who you want to continue associating with.
have plans for certain nights or whatever, and then I could plan my political streams around the nights that they're not broadcasting, because as you know, I broadcast more than they do, right? I'm here usually 6 days a week. There will be some weeks when it's only 5, but I'm broadcasting a ton, right? So maybe I have to coordinate it so I'm not biting into their audience, and, you know, that way people can enjoy both streams and not have to be like, oh, who do I choose tonight? Okay? So, there you go. Now, here's the deal. Let's say the political content is streamed exclusively on Kick, but you can't catch the Kick stream. Darn, I can't make it. Well, when can you actually watch it? Well, Kick does archive streams. How long is it, actually? Does anyone know how long Kick will archive a stream? Let me take a look. If I take a look right now at Studio and Videos on Demand, and I scroll down, okay, so it archives streams for 9 days, according to this. Yes, there's 9, 8, 7. It does it for 9 days. And then after 9 days, the stream basically auto-deletes itself. All right? So you would have 9 days to get caught up on the content on Kick. If you didn't watch it live, you could watch it on demand after the fact. Okay? Now, here is my plan. All right? Oh, really? Harry Hedgehog says it's longer than that because I know for sure Kino keeps theirs longer on their Kick channel. Are you sure about that? Because I'm looking right now. I'm on my Kick channel. I'm on my dashboard. I'm in the studio. I'm on Videos on Demand. I'm scrolling down, and the latest or the last one here says 9 days ago, and it was actually Retro React Silent Hill 1 from the end of October. Clip the best moments and upload those to YouTube. That way, if you're totally against Kick, you want nothing to do with Kick whatsoever,
they shouldn't come back.
You don't have to go over there. I will highlight some of the best moments, discussions, and topics as clips. Just like I've been doing on this channel.
Oh.
I've been clipping from the podcast, from gameplay. I even just did a clip from the React show. And I make it the stream highlights.
So you're gonna, not only are you gonna go ahead and call yourself DSP Gaming Real while you talk politics on Kick, you're gonna go ahead and bring those politics to YouTube, onto the DSP Gaming channel. Ooh. So it's not gonna be separate. It's not gonna be separate. So now you... Okay, Phil.
This channel, I would do the same thing for the political content that I'm doing over on Kick. However, it will not be on DSP Gaming. Okay? It will not be DSP Gaming. It will be on DSP React.
Okay.
Because it makes sense, because I'm retiring my show. There will not be 5 videos a week on DSP Reacts anymore from the clip show. Instead, what I can do is take my politics show, and I can do several highlights from the show and release them as clips on DSP Reacts over the course of the week. So if you missed the live stream, you go to DSP Reacts, and you can catch all the highlights and clips over the course of a given week. Okay? And you might say, well, I don't get it. Why DSP Reacts? Well, there's a couple reasons. Number one, because I need content for the channel. Since now the clip show is retiring, you're going to want to see more than just 1 video a week of me eating food as a reward for hitting the goal streak, right? Mm-hmm. So this will give some content for DSP Reacts over the week. Number 2, DSP Reacts is already monetized. Meaning, anything I upload to that channel will get ads on it. I have the ability to get, paid memberships on that channel. All of that's available. As opposed to if I were to make a new channel, let's say I were to start a whole
Okay,
new channel.
but okay, so he's doing content creation wrong. So you're still gonna go ahead and grift memberships off of a clips channel? I'm telling you, man, he's stretching himself thin with this shit.
On YouTube called DS Politics, right? Guess what? I'd have to start from scratch. I'd have to start building a subscriber base. I'd have to start building a viewer base.
Again, he's letting you know how this is solely for the money. I'm telling you, this is going to come back to bite him in the ass when he starts doing DSP politics. Someone is going to find this fucking pre-stream like, dude, he's only doing this shit for money, and they're going to rip him a new one.
I'd have to start building back to get people to watch content on it, and that's going to be a major pain in the ass. Okay? It's going to take a while. I don't really have the clout or the viewership that I used to.
Again, he's sitting there circulating the same fucking... Like, you're not going anywhere. You're stretching yourself to the same fucking places.
It's not like overnight I could snap my fingers and be like, monetize this channel, YouTube. It might take months. Now, do I really want to be streaming political content for months and not making anything on it on YouTube at all because I'm trying to build a new channel up? No. All right? Now, there is one downside to everything that I have just talked about. There's one big downside to it. DSP Reacts is a very old YouTube channel. Before it was DSP Reacts, it was my old vlogging channel.
Okay.
Which used to be called like the King of Hate Vlogs. And that channel existed for like a decade. All right? So the channel already has a track record and a history. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think that that channel is ever going to show up in the YouTube algorithm at all. I think that channel, because it's old, basically doesn't show up. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, this is literally the same conversation you had about the channel when you were turning it into DSP Reacts. Like, guys, you're seeing it yourself. Like, this dude is literally just repeating himself.
So, because of that, the only thing I can think of would be to make a new channel, but then the channel would not be monetized for probably like 6 months of work.
You literally just said that, Phil. Prior to this thought, in your previous thought, you literally just said this exact same thing. You're repeating yourself, sir.
And I don't think that makes sense. So I think doing it like this is the right way to do it for now. You know, maybe if I can build up an audience.
Holy loop, Batman.
For the political stuff and people want it, then I can say, hey, we can make a new channel. But I don't even know if it's going to work. Let's be honest, right? So rather than do all this work into designing a new channel, building a new channel, trying to get everyone to subscribe to the channel, I think I'm just going to leave it as DSP Reacts.
Wow, that loop just hurt my brain, man.
And I'm going to put the political highlights in a playlist there. It'll even be said like DS Politics Highlights. And so you'll get a few clips a week from the fun topics and interesting things that we're discussing on the political show. I think that would make sense. Okay? Now, here's the other thing, too. You realize that if I'm doing a politics show and I do it, let's say I do it for a bit and it works, I can actually get guests. Politics, everyone wants to chime in. So I could see if I can get people from all over the place to kind of come in and talk their political...
Phil, you can't even get people to talk to you. We literally just had a fucking stream where you talked about how you couldn't get people to talk to you. How are you gonna have how are you gonna get guests if you can't get people to talk to you, sir?
Thoughts on the show. I think that would be pretty neat. But that's probably something for long term. That's not something that's going to happen overnight. At first, I got to get established that I'm doing political content that people are enjoying, and then maybe I can get guests for the show. Do you understand?
Holy shit.
And that's the thing. So someone just said, why don't you rename DSP Reacts to DS Politics? Because the whole channel isn't going to be politics. I'm still going to be doing things like DSP Tries It weekly, and that's not politics. I'm still planning on doing long-form React content on the channel. We're still going to have that discussion. We still got to talk about it and figure it out. Okay? So, yeah, once all this is figured out, then we can go one step further. But I feel like the best way for me to hit the ground running with the political stuff would be maybe once a week, an exclusive night stream on Kick That's politics. We could even call it hashtag DS Politics of the Week. We have a fun 2 to 2.5 hour open discussion. I'll talk about topics. We'll watch news stories together. We'll talk about it live on stream. And then I clip that show up in highlights and I upload those highlights to DSP Reacts. And we see what happens. Do people show up? Do people engage and support this show? Or is it a whole flop? And you know what? Well, if it's a flop, who cares? No big deal, right? And I'll tell you right now, the first topic that I want to discuss as part of DSP politics, or DS politics, excuse me, is what just happened in that U.S. presidential election. Why did the American people vote red over blue? What happened? Because it sure seemed like in the mainstream media and in all of culture, everyone was saying no one liked Trump. Trump is an evil dude. He's Hitler. He's a convicted felon. So how did he just win the presidency? That's the first topic that I want to discuss as part of DS Politics. And I think that's going to be a great opening topic to start the show running. And then we can go from there. And by the way, on my show, it is not going to just be big politics. I might talk local politics. Here in Washington State, we have all these hot topics that are going on all the time. And I always follow them and I talk about them to people like my wife, but I've never openly talked about any of this stuff outside of that. So now this will give me a venue to actually talk about local politics, world politics, you know, everything. It'll be quite interesting. Okay? So there you go. Now you might say, well, Phil, when is this going to happen? I could do it this coming week. This coming week coming up, we could do it. We could do our first ever DS Politics stream on Kick and see how it goes. But the thing is, the one key factor here, I want to be sure that I don't basically do it the same time as Kino Casino. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, those guys giving me a chance like they have, right, involving me in their content, has helped me so much, has given me confidence back, has given me an audience back, has given me a chance to be positively viewed by the world and the internet again. I owe those guys a lot.
Yo, the delusion, I'm telling you, this is why I want you to do it, Phil. I want you to do it, Phil, because you go ahead and you're going to step out into that fucking limelight. Step into that limelight, and you're going to get your shit pushed in.
I'm not going to now say, oh, I'm getting into politics. Let me start a show that's directly going to conflict with them. And now they're going to have viewers who are crossover viewers who are going to be, oh, what do I watch? That's fucked up. I'm not going to do that to you, and I'm not going to do that.
And he's not going to pay attention, and he's going to have somebody bring up, they're going to talk about something, that Kino has talked about, and he's not going to know that they went a certain way, and he's going to talk the other way. Oh, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be fucking lovely.
To them. They're the big fish. I'm a little guppy like this, and I'm jumping.
Phil, you fucking, yo, my God, how much of a bitch are you, sir? Sir, okay, not to fluff you up. You've been on YouTube for 16 years, okay? You've been with the big dogs. You've played with the big dogs. These motherfuckers are failures. These people haven't touched mainstream success like you have, and you're calling them the big fish? You fucking cuck? Are you stupid? Fucking Ashton didn't even fucking get to make it as a fucking youth pastor. He couldn't make it on his own in the fucking sector. He had to fucking link up with a fucking cokehead. Sir, you were on TV at some point. You have people who've made documentaries about you. You have an actual brand. I'll give you that much. These motherfuckers aren't bigger than you. Wrestlers know about you. Like WWE wrestlers know about you. There was an actor, a Hollywood actor that wanted to collab with you at one point, and your dumbass fumbled the bag. Who the fuck are Ashton and Andy? You got a fat ass that got a fucking L from Ethan Ralph of all people. And a cokehead that got knocked out by Salt Poppy. It wasn't a big actor. It was the bald-headed dude from Veronica Mars. Who actually said bro, man, like when he started playing where the fuck is it? I know I did a stream on it. It was the bald actor from Veronica Mars, and he wanted to play. He was like wanted to play a set of Street Fighter with him, and people were like, "Yo, Phil, this guy wants to play Street Fighter with you." He's like, "Yeah, I don't know who he is." Hold on, let me see. I forgot. Let me see. Veronica Mars cast. Okay, Francis. I think it. No, that's a little Italian boy. If it's a little if it's a little Italian boy, hold up. Nah. Can't be. Fuck, where is this guy? And is that nah? I felt like it was like a there was another guy. Hold on. Fuck, there was like a Hispanic looking motherfucker. Veronica Mars. Wait! No! Hold on. Eli Navarro. Nah, it wasn't. Nah, hold on. Fuck. Weevil. ESP. Hold on. Sorry. I'm gonna let this keep playing.
In. They're the big shark that's going around. They had over 7,000 fucking viewers last night for the politics show. I didn't know that. I jumped on the show and they're like, Phil, are you aware you're on a show that's like over 7,000 viewers? I was like, no. That's the most I've ever had a live viewer on me before. I never had 7,000 people watching me before like that. You know what I'm saying? So I owe them a lot. I'm not going to now shoot them in the foot or shoot myself in the foot and then backstab them by doing this. So I need to coordinate talk with them about what their schedule is and figure out a night that they're not broadcasting.
DSP, you fucking retard! It was him! Hold on. Oh my god. Phil, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You fucking moron. Hold on. Wow, you idiot. Hold on, I gotta, where is it? Okay, so hold on. Yeah, it's this guy, you moron! This fucking guy! This guy! The little kid from A Bronx Tale! The little kid from A Bronx Tale wanted to fuck Veronica Mars! The little kid from a fucking Bronx Tale wanted to play Street Fighter 6 with you! And you didn't even know who the fuck that was! You idiot! Fuck this politics shit! This is old! But still, you moron! You absolute fucking moron! You fucking idiot! I'm looking, yo, bro, and this dude's into fighting games. Hold on, bro. Okay, hold on. At Francis Capra, DSP. Yo, bro, the man. Oh, you fucking moron. On another note, I've seen a lot of great players react to They Call Me DSP's SF6 gameplay lately. Why doesn't anyone play with him? I think progress can be made there. I'd even be down to run sets with Phil myself. Who knows what kind of impact that would have on his contact. You are absolutely right, Mr. Capra. You are absolutely fucking right, and his dumb ass didn't fucking know any better. Yo! And you're gonna sit there I quit! I quit! I quit! I fucking
イマ
quit!
ジンノットワンティングトゥープレイウィズザ火山キット嬉し泣き
Yo! Yo! Okay. Okay. Yo. Yo, so let's run it back. He could have had an actual resurgence. He could have had an actual fucking resurgence. Okay? An actual fucking resurgence. You could have been fucking playing fucking Street Fighter 6 with fucking Calogero. You could have been fucking playing fucking sets with Weevil from Veronica Mars. You could have been playing sets with the fucking kid from Kazam. Ladies and gentlemen, I want people to understand my greatest fucking claim to the fucking vortex is that Phil puts himself in these fucking positions. Right now, it had just occurred to me that a fucking Hollywood actor who's been in actual big Hollywood names, I mean big Hollywood movies. We could. And you just said nah. You just said nah. Wow. You are stupid, sir. You are fucking stupid. You know what? I'm not even going any further. We're leaving it at that. Phil's a moron who fucking goes ahead and ruins golden opportunities for himself to make big bank, to get huge engagement, to actually go viral. For what? For fucking pennies, for scraps of viewers, for a couple hundred views. So we're gonna end it like that. We're gonna end it like that. Idiot. Fucking idiot. Moron. I'll catch y'all later. You know what? Let's play this shit one more time. Let's play this shit one more time because you deserve it, Phil.
I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls. I'm not gay, 'cause I don't like girls.
I'm getting metal texts. I love you like you're the same sex. Bitch, I look for the exits when I see a pair of fresh tits. The jiggling, give me that ick. Not like when I look at dick, I light up like glow
Hey, dudes
sticks.
have tons of female friends. As you can see, I stay far away from them. I'm in the league of heterosexual men. Just get rocked off and crush chimps. I'm not like these simps. Drive with purses, think about ending without shirt.
Also, don't forget I have a wife. I just choose to spend time with her.
I'm not gay,